Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Equity Revolution podcast with the Zukisa Nante. I'm today with the Tutu Puoane, all the way from South Africa. I would say, I don't know, maybe Belgium. Now things have changed. Tutu, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. I think before we should also maybe greet each other. As South Africans, I think we deserve to speak our language. Every time.
Because you know who blala English every day. English. So sometimes I'm like, today and that helps actually. That helps.
And that also helps on music.
Yeah, especially you know what else I do? Kimamela a radio Lobolo. Yes. Hey, busy. Yeah.
So only satellite or whatever or online.
Internet.
Yeah,
you can listen to any radio station these days.
Yeah. Anyway, I like that, man. Before we continue, I think if you can greet them home.
Hello.
And remember, we have South Africans, we have the whole world, we have Belgium there because we're gonna be on YouTube. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's Tutu Puoane is gonna greet you, hopefully.
I'm Shane.
It's gonna be a crazy podcast, this one, I can tell from the beginning. Tutu, before we go any further, for those who don't know you, can you please introduce yourself? Who is Tutu Puoane? Whatever you want to talk about as your introduction.
Well, as I write in my emails, how I introduce myself, my name is Tutu Puoane. I'm a South African vocalist, for lack of a better term, jazz vocalist based in Antwerp. And yeah, I've been here for like 2 decades now. I came in the early 2000s when I was a student. I got a scholarship to study in The Hague in 2002.
But that's in the Netherlands.
That's in the Netherlands. Yeah. A scholarship for 1 year. And in that 1 year, I met a boy who is now my husband. And he said, why don't you come to Belgium and see what happens? So I came to Belgium.
Does he know he was a boy?
And we were kids. This is 20 years ago. So we were both children. We were in our early 20s, but still, I consider people in their early 20s children.
Yes.
And young adults. And yeah, and I finished my year in The Hague, and then I thought, let me go to Belgium and see what happens, and I never left.
Okay, let's pause there because I want to go back. First, you said a vocalist.
Yes.
I have no idea what music is all about. I don't know who's a singer, who's a musician, who's a drummer, who's a vocalist. Now, can you tell people who don't know what is a vocalist?
A vocalist is a singer who uses her voice as an instrument.
Yeah.
Like I don't only sing beautiful melodies. I use my instrument as a percussive instrument.
So you can generate and produce different sounds with your voice.
I whistle.
Yes.
With my voice.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Don't ask me to.
No, I'm not gonna ask.
Come to a show and then
I do believe that she whistles.
You will see for yourself. And you know, and as a scholar of jazz music, as a singing scholar of jazz music, we scat. We use our voice to scat solos, to sing solos. You know. So yeah, that's what I consider a vocalist. Like, you know, I can give you examples of people who are considered singers and vocalists, like Bobby McFerrin. That's a vocalist.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And I don't want people to, I shouldn't mention people that people know. I don't want fans of a famous person to come and bully me. But there's a lot of singers, there's a lot of singers there. But in my opinion, there are not so many vocalists.
What do you think it's a problem there? Or, I mean, not a problem, but what could be the cause? Because I think I'll make an example why I'm asking this question, because We have people that are talented. We have people that are talented also go to school to study music. We have people who never went to school to study music, but that are good. And some you learn, because arts, it's big on its own. What do you think that could be the cause that we don't have many of the vocalists today?
Well, first of all, that's not a problem.
Okay.
That there isn't many. I mean, there is many, but they're just maybe not as famous as most singers are.
Yeah.
And first of all, I just want to make it clear that that's not a problem. That there isn't many.
But for our ears it is then, because when I have a lot of I don't know, because when I hear a lot of different musicians, I suppose if now we have a little of them or just small, then we will be only focusing on one genre of music, I suppose. No,
I don't think so. I think the technology has opened the world. The technology has made everybody accessible to the world. So if you're interested in finding different kinds of music, you can find it.
Do we have to trust technology? Because sometimes we have a lot of things that are done with artificial intelligence. Maybe your voice is already done several times with artificial intelligence. We don't know. But
no, of course. I mean, Jesus, you go. I just joined TikTok just 2 days ago.
I saw from your status.
I know, because like all the young people in South Africa are like, come on, you have to put your stuff in there. And I still have only 4 followers. I'm probably not going to do anything with it. But I'm just trying to give you an example that the whole world is putting their talents out there on the internet, So if you are curious about something, you can find it. It's not, I mean, I don't know how many vocalists are in the world. There's probably many that I've never even heard of, So, the fact that people don't, I mean, it's not a problem. Not everybody's going to become as famous as Beyonce, So...
Beyonce, couldn't be. She's famous. We should agree on that one. But I'm still going back to your introduction. Don't worry, because I want to extract it so that we have a full understanding. I'm going to go back to the boy that you met in the Netherlands. He was also studying there, I suppose.
No. I met him here. I met him in Belgium.
What were you doing in Belgium then? You came visiting.
Because I had
you sent children to study somewhere, they start to go and do other stuff.
Well, listen, because the man who gave me a scholarship was a Dutch man. His name was Jack van Paul. May his beautiful soul rest in peace.
Oh, he's no longer with us.
He was living in Antwerp.
Okay.
And I was not the only girl that he sponsored.
Yes,
there was a girl who was studying at the Antwerp Conservatory. We were very close at the time. So and she had a band with Ewout and some other Belgian guys. And when she couldn't do a gig sometimes, she would call me to come and fill in for her. So that's how I met Ewout. I would come to Belgium and fill in for her.
Who's Ewout?
Ewout is my husband.
Your husband, yes. Because we don't know as listeners if that's
your
husband.
Yes. Ewout Pierrot is a brilliant piano player. He's my husband.
He's your husband. He plays piano as well.
Yes.
Lovely. So he's a musician also. All right. Have you ever collaborated together to make something, or just production?
That's all my life.
All your life.
Collaborating with Ewout.
And he enjoys working with you still.
We enjoy working with each other. We have
no fights, no crazy stuff.
Of course, there's fights. He's my husband.
But you always win as a woman, I suppose.
What?
You always win as a woman, I suppose.
There's no such. In fact, don't even get. I'm not gonna go there.
That's personal stuff.
Of course we fight. Which married couple do you know that don't fight? No, but we are kind of fortunate because we still love very much
of each other
to make music together.
Also, yes. Yes.
And that came first. That was the first thing that got us to be close, was that playing together for the first time just felt so so organic and so natural. It wasn't love at first sight or anything, but it was the music.
You learned to understand each other, and you saw each other, and then everything grew from there.
It's something really, really special to really connect with people when you play music, and then you get to love them on a personal, deeper level, and end up together with them and make a family and have children and still play together after 22 years. So I think it's pretty awesome.
It's brilliant. Yes, sorry to cut you, because now I'm starting to go back thinking, before you got this scholarship coming to study here, that means you didn't have any boyfriend that you left behind in South Africa at the time, even if he
actually was. My boyfriend at the time was in Chicago.
Also a musician?
No. He was a politician.
A South African one, or
an American guy from Chicago.
But I suppose during that process, because I would say if you meet somebody else, if you have someone, then that's complicated. But this.
No, I mean, when I met Oudtshoorn, I was single.
Okay, Oudtshoorn, lucky you, man.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make it clear so that she can say it again. But now tell me, I'm sorry, because we are talking about, we're going to talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And to me, I don't need to go deeper in those and like the definition of it. I'll ask you if you understand the words first before we. But I'm thinking now, you are a South African, you got the scholarship, you come to the Netherlands, you are there. There comes a white man. I'm going to use the black and white because the world uses that.
That's
but
who
for
we
me,
are.
I'm saying just brown. Yeah, that's what they call us. And now there's this boy. I want to use your...
This guy.
Yes. This guy, I want to annoy him with that boy all the time when he watches this podcast. Anyways, here he was. You're working together. And I suppose your visa was different then at the time.
Yes, I was in The Hague with a student visa. Yes.
Which can be prolonged should you were to get contracts
should you
or something.
Continue to study. It gets prolonged every year.
Now you are moving up here to Belgium.
Yeah.
How does that work? Let's leave that one there. I know the process of that one. Let's leave it there.
You want the alien police to come knocking on my house?
Let's not go to those details.
For things that happened 20 years ago. No, I'll tell you how it happened. I had to go home.
Not the details though, just the whole of it. You choose what to tell.
Well, to come back to live in Belgium legally, I had to go home. I had to go home to fetch all the papers. And it was taking very long. I think I went back home for like 3 months to get all the papers. And I remember I couldn't drive back then. I didn't have a car because I couldn't drive. And I was walking all over Pretoria from one office to the next, getting all these papers. And I was getting so frustrated. And I was like, listen, Oudtshoorn, you want to be with me? You come to South Africa then.
Oh, this is gonna be funny. I can tell.
You come to South Africa because I can't deal with this shit.
It's too much for me. I can't take it anymore.
But he was so in love at the time that Oudtshoorn is very intelligent, actually. When he wants to find out how things work, he finds out how things work. Like this guy could be a lawyer about immigration law. During those days, he studied, he was looking, he was asking questions and calling and reading all the finer details on the net that he could find. And he said, you know what? Come, let's get your ticket. Before I even had all my papers.
Come to Belgium now.
He said, come, get yourself, you come on a tourist visa. He sent me everything I needed to get a tourist visa. He said, come over. So I came back on a tourist visa. And then when I was here, we applied for living together status while I was here. And everything just worked out really smoothly because we were actually staying in a village in Oudtshoorn, just outside Leuven.
So it would go faster than the bigger cities.
It went so much faster. They were happy. It was so funny. Like when I walked in there, the office of like immigrations was like, something to do today. Yes.
Yes.
And you were there 5 minutes and it was done.
Because it's a village, a little bit smaller.
Exactly.
How was it being there in terms of the color of your skin? I'll be careful to say this because I remember it's like when I go to the West Flanders, I went there, I think just a holiday. Was it last year? I don't know. But it's like, if I go there, sometimes people stare.
Oh, yeah, but the Flemish, they stare all the time.
And how was it at the time, that being so small?
All the time. And especially when you've just arrived, and especially coming from South Africa, because we have this thing in the back of our head, especially, never mind coming from South Africa, but coming from apartheid South Africa, you know, racism is the first thing that comes. And then it took a while to realize that not everybody is being racist towards you. They're just being Flemish. They're just shy, or shy is big. They're very shy people, I think.
Into
the
themselves,
Flemish.
yes, they're into themselves more. If you can compare with the
and they stare. Oh my God, they stare. They still stare. So
and how do you feel? How do you feel? Because at the first time,
in the first time, yeah, when you first got here, when you first arrived here as a black South African who grew up in apartheid, it can be, of course, it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, you want to ask what? You've never seen a black person before? Your initial thing is to like,
your partner as well at the time. You can't just
no, I mean, like, it's not that he needed respect or anything. I mean, he's like, it only clicked with him that people stare so much when he got with me.
Yes.
He didn't see it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because he didn't see it because maybe they all do it, actually.
Yeah.
In some minor way, they all do it. I mean, I've caught him do it too. You know, and I'm like, why are you staring at that person? And he's like, oh, was I? Oh, I didn't realize. You know?
Maybe they stare because it's beautiful, eh? I don't know.
Maybe.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, I love this because I remember, I think it was 2015 or 2018, somewhere there. I went with the mother of my son to South Africa, and we said, oh, you know what? Let's not land in Joburg, let's land in Cape Town, because she wanted to see Cape Town. And we went to Cape Town.
And the mother of your son is white?
It's Belgian, yes.
Okay.
So now I forgot where we booked, but we booked in those areas that are safe, of course, somewhere there. A house. We don't book hotels, we like house with the kids instead. So now we went to a park. It's a very big park. I forgot the name in Cape Town, but it has all the cities like New York, all these. They made it like that so that you have the feeling. And there's a wine area there where you can sit and dine, whatever the case is. So now we are entering there. It's full of the white South Africans. And I looked around, there was the black one.
Town.
Yes, I was only the black. And now, as I'm entering, I think they thought, maybe I don't even speak Afrikaans, because if I am with this white person, maybe is he American or what? And I'm thinking, I can hear them talking as I'm buying there. And then, and now I hear them. I said, when I was buying, I said, can you also add one extra red wine and deliver it to that table? And you tell them it's from that black man sitting there. And you tell them, thanks for the compliments. And then, no, but I did it exactly like that. And I went to sit there, and then I changed immediately. I spoke Dutch. And then I heard the other one saying, oh, no, it's the black from the Netherlands. It's not from here. And then when we were leaving, I said, guys, I'm from here. But I thought you were different. That's what I said. I don't need to argue with them, but it was that funny that the racism is so big still in Cape Town.
Oh my God.
And also there's a place called Oudtshoorn.
Oudtshoorn.
I also went there with one organization from Soweto. We went to implement or initiate something called Murga. I don't know if you heard about it. It was like 86% there are colored people, and then the rest are the black and whatever. But go just KFC there. Any restaurant you see white people, if you come in there, they look at you. And we just came there, we just entered and buy things, and people looking at us, and they told us, no man, here it's like that. That's how big racism is. So now you are raising such things, you make me you reminded me of what happened in South Africa. If it happens in our own country, why not
exactly.
here? See? Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And now, that being said, the podcast about diversity, equity, inclusion. We already touched base in those things. I know, though we didn't mention them. But do you understand the words? And if you do you think we have those here?
In Belgium, I would say not really. It's taking...
Pause it there. Pause it there. We're coming back. But first, what do you understand about the words first? Because treat me as a child. I'm just your little baby sitting up here. I have no idea what Mama is talking about. Diversity, equity, what are those things to your understanding? Don't give me the bigger dictionary words and all that kind of stuff. What do they mean to you?
I mean, diversity to me means just opening the doors to the others, and when I say the others, I mean non-whites, non-straight, non-Christian, because this is a very Catholic country. That's what it means. Non-male,
because now you are defining it, or you are putting it as in Belgium. Would you say the same if you were saying that in South Africa, or would you say non-white or non-black? You said now open to those that are not white, right? So in South Africa, you would how would you say that statement? Because
I think I would say the same, because white South Africans, this is gonna get us in trouble. And I'm trying, it's very hard not to generalize, in these kinds of topics. Because, of course, I'm not talking about all white Belgians and all white South Africans.
Yes,
of course
indeed.
not. Fuck, I'm married to a white man.
Exactly.
You see? But, I mean, we can't run away from the fact that on Belgian TV, it's very remarkable to see a black woman telling the news. Or it's very remarkable to walk at the hospital and find a black doctor. It would be remarkable to a black teacher. My God, have you met a black teacher in Belgium?
No.
Exactly. And there are a lot of black people in Belgium who go to school, who study. Where do they end up?
But what if they're not interested in teaching?
Okay.
I don't know the reasons behind it. I'm just raising a point. What if they are not interested in teaching?
I'm really curious. What are they interested in? Where are they?
Where are they?
Where are they?
Where are you? Black people, where are you?
Where are they?
What is a uni?
I was walking. I had to catch myself. I was walking out of the VRT studios. I was walking towards my car, was parked somewhere. And I was walking past, and you have all these windows with the offices inside.
Yes.
And I walked past, and there was a black woman working on the computer. And I walked past, and I had to walk back, and I was like, did I just see a black woman?
You wanted to be sure that...
I was like, did I just see a black woman? What? Seriously, I walked back, and I was like, she's busy. She's like working on the computer. And it hit me like, oh my God, she's not cleaning. She's sitting behind the computer.
She's 2025 now.
No, I know, but we're in Flanders. And that does not happen very often. It wasn't this year though. It was maybe, I don't know, a few years ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jesus, we rejoiced in some. I remember a while back, was it Saint-Nicolas or something? Some tiny village or whatever. I call them villages because they look like
they're small.
In some tiny town, people were rejoicing because a black man was driving the bus. It's like, But then, if you watch in Holland, I would say Holland is much further in regards of that than in Vlaanderen.
And nobody should. I think Holland. It's been out there internationally, so I understand it. Belgium is a small country. But,
and the thing is, we're not even talking about Belgium, we're talking about Vlaanderen. Vlaanderen, because maybe in Wallonian TV, maybe it's different. Yeah. Maybe you do see more people of color, and when I say people of color, I mean non-whites.
Yes. Yeah. I like that, but I'm thinking now, if I'm watching somewhere else, not knowing Belgium, I'll be asking myself, the Flanders, the other part of Belgium, because people, they don't know that Belgium is divided into like that. When you talk of Belgium, I think just a country.
It's extremely divided.
It's divided, and I think people should know that it is divided. There's a Flanders, the other part of Belgium, and then we have the Wallonia, the other part where they speak French, and so is their television is different.
Yeah,
everything is different.
Everything is different.
It's
they
crazy.
Have their own government. They have their own monies. Money's divided. Everything.
Let's leave that to them. I don't want to go there.
Yes, that's none of our business. No, we just
as long as you get paid at the end of the month.
Exactly.
Yes. Now, that means diversity. That should be clear. Equity and inclusion, those you haven't touched base yet.
You're gonna have to edit and cut some shit out so I don't.
No, some things don't worry, we're gonna do that.
To be honest, like equity, I'm not really sure.
The problem about, you mean not sure that it is there, or
no, I'm not sure about the meaning.
The meaning
actually.
of it. It's a difficult one, because some, they always it's interchangeable with equality, and normally it shouldn't. I'll make an example. For instance, if you and I didn't have money to watch football,
yes,
and then we can see people that there, the stadium is full, everybody's playing there, and there's a fence whereby, or a wall whereby we can climb over or see whatever. Now you are shorter than me, and I'm taller than you. I can see, but you can't.
Okay.
And now there comes a third guy to say, hey, Tutu, I can help you here. Here's a box. Step on this box. And then I can see, but I can only see also half. And then say, no, Zukisa, you don't get it because you can see something. And then you say, I still don't see with this box. Remember now, if that is equality, that means we both get one box each. But if we're talking about equity, they will make sure they give you 3 or 4 up until you see. Yeah. And they'll give me 2 if that's... So that means we have to balance that we're at the same level, with the same as the salary in the companies. And that is one of the things I want to talk about, but in the future with I need HR and the people who are in that department. But equity, it's more about trying to balance, to make sure that everybody gets equal opportunities and that they're treated differently. Not to say that this is what we're going to do and you just give whatever you give for everybody, not asking others if they need more or extra help to reach whatever their goal is. Yeah, I know this one is a difficult one.
So basically, like the system of socialism, actually, that's what you
Yes.
That's what you mean.
Yes.
And your question to me is
if
I think it exists in Belgium.
If it exists, or you understand it, or you think if you know it exists, because that one mostly goes with the justice most of the times. It's one of the difficult ones, I think, when it comes to these two, because you can go to inclusion, but you're going to come to that, and diversity you'll easily identify. But equity, it seems like some of the people I interviewed is still one of the things that is lacking. Let's leave you to think about it. I know it's going to come as we talk.
I wouldn't even know. To be honest.
Yes.
I wouldn't even know, because I mean I do like the social benefits that we all get in this country. Like I don't have to lose my house because I got sick, you know. That everybody who is a Belgian citizen can get help in some way. But I guess I don't know, because I don't know many people who are in those situations that need that kind of serious help. And I'm grateful I've never been in that situation where I don't know what my children are going to eat tonight, and then I really need help to go get food stamps. Not food stamps here in Belgium, but checks.
Yes.
You know, food, what do they call them?
I have no idea, but what I know is
the checks, the Malta checks.
The Malta checks.
Yeah.
Is that the Malta checks?
But anybody can get that. It's not. No, you don't have to be poor to get those. You know.
Get those. Yeah. My goodness, your house is warm.
It's warm. Yeah, because we have those windows there.
But it's okay. I love the light.
Sun comes in and it makes.
That's why my eyes are crying all the time. No, but okay.
So yeah, that's a tough one for me. I honestly, that's one I wouldn't know how to answer. I don't know.
Let's leave that one. Inclusion. Because you. I'm enjoying this podcast.
Yeah. I think maybe it's getting better. I think the last 5 years, it's getting better. I would like to believe that, and I feel like I see it just walking around in the streets. I feel like it's getting better.
How so in the streets?
Just the fact that I see more of us here.
You mean the black people more of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the fact that I see more of us here, which means we were able to get it. We were able to...
You can't, brothers and sisters. No. As long as you don't break the system.
You know? I mean, it's not...
I'm kidding.
I'm not really... I don't know. To be honest, actually, I don't know. I live this tiny... In this cocoon that I've built here with Ewout.
Actually, I won't cut that part out. I'll tell you why. Because it's the truth. I think I'm also been here almost 2 decades, and I've seen things changing. Same as I'll talk about stage as an actor. When I moved up here, I knew who was the black actor, who was this, because we were that small community.
Yeah.
Now I see, sometimes I see, it's an advert or whatever on TV. There's a lot of them. I don't know them now. And then same as this, you're gonna laugh at it. It's funny. Because we're living at the center of Antwerp at the time. We had an apartment there, and I remember asking at home to Christel, say, "Hey, are there black people here?" It seems like I saw black people when I came to perform here before I moved full time to live here. And then I asked the library. I went to Berneke Library, and then I went to the other side. Just by the moment I entered the Chinatown, it became black.
It became black, yeah.
And now I was so confused. Because I started to, are they living apart? What is happening?
But you find that in most European countries, you find ghettos created for us.
Yes.
So yeah, if you go by Chinatown, you're going to find a lot of us there.
Yeah. It's true what you are saying. But I'm going to leave that one because I'm interested in you now more. You've said...
Yeah, I would really appreciate, because it's such a nuanced topic, you know.
Yes, it is.
I honestly, I'm scared of the internet.
Anyways, let's leave that one. Let's come back to you, Sisi. Yes, because I like your explanations and understanding of that. The last one of the inclusion, you mentioned that you see the change. You go to South Africa more often.
Yeah.
How is South Africa in that department of inclusion and change, or whatever that is? Because I would love that what we are talking about here, how do we see it in our country? Because the idea would be nice that, can we look at things that work here or work there that are not working here or not there? How can we interchange these? Because South Africa might be different to you now after all these years. It is sometimes. I'll tell you my story after.
You know, when I think about South Africa, I think of Johannesburg. And maybe that's not the blueprint to take Joburg as the entirety of South Africa, because Johannesburg and Cape Town are very different. Okay, I see Cape Town as still being very white, and Joburg is where it's at. You know, Joburg is where black educated people are making it. They are. I mean, things are tough in South Africa. Things are really, really tough in South Africa. We have a corrupt government, but people in Joburg are go-getters, man. The resilience of our people blows my mind. As tough as things might be on the political level, people on the ground are making things happen. You know, young people are innovative. They are incredible fashion designers. They're incredible musicians.
It's getting crazy.
They make things happen for themselves, you know? So I like to think of South Africa in that light.
Is it because of internet that things are happening, or because of
No, I see it's because of the times now, you know? I mean, I guess technology also helps, you know?
You know, I'm asking that, sorry I cut you. I'm asking that because at times when I look at on Instagram, I see a lot of beautiful profiles. And at times you have that idea people are making
People are,
Then you meet them, and then it's a different story.
No. Okay. I mean, I'm talking about, because I go to Johannesburg. I see what's happening.
Okay.
I have a young cousin who just started what is it? I haven't been there yet. In Pretoria, he just opened like a joint, like a food and beverages kind of place. You know, every time I go back, there's a new bakery. Or there's like a new space where young black visionaries, innovators have come together, and they have a space where they're selling their whatever products they make, you know. So it's not just because I see things on Instagram, it's because I go there and I see what's happening. And I see all these young people doing things, opening their own shops, you know, learning how to sew and creating beautiful garments and doing it, you know. So yeah, it's very inspiring. It's very inspiring
together,
to see.
black and whites together. Or you see more us as
I see more of us. I see more us doing stuff for ourselves. You know?
Now, in that inclusion kind of a thing, how far would you go in that? What is it happening in our country that you see a change in that department? For instance, if we may go now back to 1994 up until today, there's a lot of things that changed. It's either becoming good or worse. But now, in terms of inclusion, do you see that change? Good.
You know, I have a big question. Now that we are talking about Joburg, you know, we're not talking about we're talking about like, and this whole inclusion
thing
idea, like, who are we asking that from?
Exactly.
You know, because these young people that I'm talking about, they're not waiting to be included. They're not waiting for somebody to include them.
Yes.
They are building their own tables.
Wow, that's a good one.
You see?
That's a good one.
So it's hard for me to say, yes, it's happening. From who is their head of, exactly. Who must include
who must be included?
Where?
Does that person want to be included, number one?
You know? And I think that spirit is kind of the spirit that I would like to believe that I've taken with me. Because when I came here, I just knew that I wanted to be a singer. I didn't
You were already
wait.
one,
I was a singer.
Yes.
So I didn't wait to be included. You know what I mean? Like I went to jam sessions. I contacted people. I always want to play with people who are better than me.
Yes.
So, I called people. I said, let's get together. Let's play some music. I wasn't waiting for anybody to come and include me in their thing,
Yeah.
So
you included yourself in the space.
Exactly. Exactly. So people are creating their spaces. They're not waiting for anybody to include them in anything.
Now that you see a change in Belgium, I'm going to jump back and forth with these two countries. Now that you see that things are changing, do you think, I'm going to ask now this, thinking about your kids, thinking about mine, looking as they look, do you think they have a chance to make it here?
Absolutely.
And do they know who they are? Do they feel they know who they are at home? Have they ever experienced things outside home because of how they look?
I don't think so. At least I hope not yet.
Yeah.
For our daughter, who is going to be 18 and is a pretty good actor in school, she's just always been a good kid. Like since she was small, she was a good kid in school. But since she's studying in the Kunstumaniora to become an actress, we all hear good things about her.
Lovely.
One teacher even said she's got it all. She has the beauty, she has the brains, she even has the color, she said. Because this teacher was saying basically that, people are actively looking for, they are looking to include non-whites, so I think they're gonna be fine.
Yes.
They're not growing up in some village where they are the only one with kruishaar.
Yes.
They're growing up in a city where it's very multicultural. Our little one, Mutsumi, who just turned 12 4 days ago, he turned 12 and he's like, legally I'm a teenager now.
No, things are changing now. I have my own rights.
Because he didn't want to come with me to something. I really wanted to take him to this exhibition because he likes to draw, And I said, Mutsumi, come with me. Chris Joris has an exhibition. Chris Joris is a percussion player and he makes beautiful art. And I said, come, let's go see the art. He's like, Mom, legally I'm a teenager now. You can leave me home alone. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Nice.
He said that at his school, he goes to a school called the Colibri. He said that it is that his school is very multiracial, which I love that for him. His best friend is half white, half Indian. The other one is from Hungary or whatever. There's black kids in his school. There's all kinds of people in his school. And I think it's a beautiful thing because it represents the world.
Yes.
He's in a school that represents the world. I'm still waiting to see a black teacher. That I'm still waiting for that.
Belgium,
just anywhere. Like if you're a teacher, please say hi. Belgium. And tell us where you teach. That I still
want to see. Zwarte leraren of leraren zien in België? Is dat onmogelijk? Nee.
Or a black principal. I'm still waiting for.
It's gonna come, I hope. Let's just wait. The names of your kids, their father can pronounce them
very well.
Who gave them the names? You or the father?
Both of us.
Who found them first? Because I never found the name of my son. She went online, she was looking and she found it. I found some nice South African names. And this one, I love this one. And I was still struggling to get a name. So I said, I love it too.
I have always loved the name Mpo because it's such a beautiful, has a beautiful meaning. It means gift. And this child lives
Exactly that.
Exactly like her name.
Yeah,
she has been such a gift. Like she's smart, she's polite, she's just beautiful inside and out.
Yeah.
And she's a popular kid. She was like everybody likes
fun when
her.
she's,
you know. We spent all the her classmates, everybody always invited her to birthdays. So we spent a lot of money buying presents for other children.
Yeah.
That's
something else. We're not buying presents.
And then Mutsumi was a bit of a struggle because their father had one name that he liked, which was, the family was playing around with this name. And at the back of my head, I always thought, that's not our son's name. That name, it's not Flemish, it's not African. That's not our son's name. It's like, no, it's not our son's name.
And you disagreed.
And we disagreed. And he was very hurt because I'd never said anything when people were playing around with that name, laughing about it when I was pregnant with Mutsumi.
Yes,
people were in the family, laughing about this
and
name.
Might have thought that,
and they might have, and everybody may, and he particularly insinuated that I was okay with the name.
Yes.
But I really wasn't, because I really felt like, look, their family name is Pierrot. It's going to be as white as it gets. They are half South African. I want something in their identity to say where they are from. And we both loved the name Mutsumi. We actually we didn't steal it. We took it from an author whose son is Mutsumi. And I've always loved that name. Mutsumi is a lot. It's a lot of the time it's a second name. It's a family name. I have a friend. Her name is Palesa Mutsumi.
And particularly this name, what does it mean?
It means hunter.
Okay, and that's the reason you chose it. You love it.
Huh?
That's why you love it, because of the meaning behind.
No, not because of the meaning behind it. Just the sound of it.
So we can just la 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 and just name our kids because we love the la 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 sound.
No, because it's a beautiful name and it means hunter.
I'm just gonna go back before I come to your career because it's very important. Now I'm just gonna go back to that boy, your guy, because it's interesting. Before I forget that part, you meeting him here. You bring him to South Africa. He also brought you to meet his parents and all that kind of it. The beauty of it, the weirdness of it, these excitements. How was it with both families meeting? It's the part of the podcast, man. That's diversity. Are we welcoming you? Like, it doesn't need to be your personal.
Both sides were very welcoming. My mother was not very. In fact, we did it out of respect. We wanted to do it for my mother out of respect. I think it would have been fine for my mom if we didn't pay Lobolo, because and I say we, not him.
Yes.
Because I really think that we have to, as black people, as black South Africans.
So he paid Lobolo?
He did.
Yeah, that's good. I support your mom. I'm a black man. We need that Lobolo there.
You see, but that's the thing. That's what I say, that me and my husband, that we paid Lobolo. Because
it was your decision at the end of the day.
I think it was our decision, because my mom was okay with not getting it.
My sister, her husband also never paid Lobolo because my parents said, we don't need Lobolo, we just need you to take care and love each other. And should there be something else, we want our daughter back.
Exactly. Because in this day and age, this Lobolo thing is just making people start a life together broke. That's what it is.
Wasn't Lobolo supposed to be paid and then that money can be used, some of the things for the marriage or building your house? Listen,
it has been taken now, and I don't know. Does it really help the couple?
You know what's fun about the Lobolo thing now? I hear stories.
I mean, that's what it was supposed to be, no? Like back in the day.
Yeah.
But
it's
in this day and now,
also.
it's so expensive.
And guys, they want their money back when there's a divorce within a year.
And they want their money back. And people take out loans. People go to the bank and take out loans for this thing.
You see?
And I think I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous.
That part, taking a loan, shouldn't then your wife to be say no to that? Protect you as a future husband. I'm just thinking now.
I would.
Because I don't think I would say if I were a woman to say to my man, let's go into debts now because...
Exactly. Why do you want to start a life together in so much debt? You know? It doesn't make any sense to me.
But I like the fact that he was accepted and he had to follow the same as any other. Would you have been with a black man to pay
We even, you know, it was so funny. We even hired two of our friends, our white friends from South Africa. One of my best friends, Marcus, we hired. We asked him and another friend to come and act as his uncles.
Yes.
For the negotiation.
So you made your man a crook now.
That was a fun day. No,
it's
just to show respect to my mother. You know, my mother was a single mother.
Yes.
Just to show respect to my mom, we wanted to pay respects to the tradition.
Yes, of course, and also to protect him, your husband, because you know how we talk, who we are. Not that you care, but I'm just saying sometimes it's nice to be the part of the conversation because you feel like, I make an example as a black man, a South African. Let me go back. You know, when you are young, you don't have a job. Number one, it's difficult to date, especially nowadays. I'm glad I'm not into that. You must have money. If you are from a disadvantaged family, you don't have that. And if you don't have a job, you wouldn't go out and have fun and whatever. But because you may think or you may feel like you are not accepted enough as someone who has, because people who have jobs and whatever, it's like they have that treatment, everybody likes them, or even the girls, all that kind of stuff. And then you're just like, no, I'm not going there. And that's, you want to be the part of it. And now I'm thinking your man has done it all. If I were to sit with other Sutus or Zulus, whatever it would be, he's a man, he can say, I paid Lobola, I'm the part of this community.
Right.
I followed everything there.
Right.
If it was otherwise, there's nothing wrong with that, but he was like, no, and then someone like, why me? Why this? All this kind of... Like my elder brother, he was fighting. He always fights with my mom when he's drunk. Like to say we have to pay Lobolas and we just gave our sister away. That's how he sees it.
I see. Oh, okay. You come from okay.
You know what I mean? It's
yeah. Like real traditional.
Yeah, real like man. We okay. But anyway, that's another story. But you were also accepted on here. You never had any. I'm not going deeper now, but just like feel like, because me when I came, it was like, to be honest, it didn't feel like they were white. They were just normal people.
They were people, yeah.
And
that's how I felt about my husband. It was just a guy. You know, it didn't. The idea that it was actually one of my aunts who said it. She was the only one in this whole. She's the only person in all my families, in-laws and otherwise, and my own family. She's the only one, jokingly, she was like, oh, so you're gonna marry a white guy? You know?
I know those jokes.
She was the only one who said it. And until then, of course I know he's white, but it's like, it was never a thing.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
It was never a thing. It's just, but in South Africa it is because of our history.
Yes.
It really is. Like when we go shopping in Sandton or whatever, you have these young girls who are working in there behind the till, who literally would ask me, "How is it to be with a white guy?"
Oh no,
you know?
Yeah. That will never stop, eh?
Like, it's just a guy. It's just a person.
No, but the funny thing, when we ask those things, we are just a nice people in South Africa. It's not like we ask in a race.
I know.
We
it's
just
not, but it's like
having those jokes.
It's the fact that it's because of our history. It's because of what we've been through as a people. You know, so you can't blame people for asking that kind of silly question to you and me, because we just see people.
It's like one of our rugby players who is married to a white woman. I don't know if they divorced, but
it was did. You're talking about
Sia or somebody. No, the funny thing is, when I kept on reading about it, the divorce and all the kind of stuff, there were a lot of things that were coming to racial, could be the issue, all this kind of stuff, instead of looking at them as a couple,
as people,
but I thought I would say that. Now let's come to you. Your whole career, if I'm not wrong, please correct me, you have met and sang with is it Judith Sepuma or and Gloria also?
Gloria Bosman.
I would say that, because I remember a long time ago, I think I've seen you guys singing there. And you were still in school then at the time?
No.
You already done your studies also?
When I played with Gloria, it was me, Uma Sibongile Kumalo, Gloria Bosman, and Melanie. That was that I was already living here.
You were already living here at the time?
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
They had, because we were all recipients of the Standard Bank Youth Award, and it was an anniversary of that award or something, and they were asking, the festival in Grahamstown was asking people who have won that award to work together. So I decided, there's 4 singers who have won it, and I know all of you, let's come together and do something together. So we worked together with Bokane Daya, who is also one of the people that won this award. Brilliant piano player. And the Singstruments. That was the name of the band.
That's a nice one. Instrument.
And Judithy, I know her from school. Well, I mean, she was my senior, or she was already done at the University of Cape Town. When I came in, I think Judith was already done, but she was still living in Cape Town, doing gigs around Cape Town. She hadn't left to become a big star in Johannesburg yet. So we were friendly. We were
That's
friends.
good,
Yeah.
And now in Belgium, you've made your everybody knows you. I'll say everybody. I know you sing well. I'll tell you why I'm saying everybody knows you. You have performed with the Belgian well-known artists. Then I would expect people that are supporting them, they have seen you. Let alone who is she, or some they can't pronounce your name, that they would like,
my name is the simplest name in the world.
The simplest.
And people still call me Tutu Puoane.
Because they know Tutu Puoane.
Echt waar.
Yeah. And I've seen some of your videos with the Bart Peters, and he's a nice guy. How is it to work with him?
It's great. It's fun. Bart is een lieve gast.
Bart, hoor je dat?
En echt een schatje van een mens.
If he was here now, what would you say to him?
The same thing.
Okay. He knows that. Okay.
No, man, Bart is super chilled. Bart is really, really nice. You know, he wrote the song 2014, I think it came out. Dicht bij mij.
It was a collaboration between you guys. It was his song.
It's his song.
Okay.
And he came with the Lingala lyrics. He taught me the Lingala lyrics. It's so funny. People always, Flemish people write to me and say, you know the part that you sing, what does it mean? I'm like, it's exactly what he says in Dutch. You know?
That's so mean of you.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it is what it is. I'm not being mean. I'm just telling them that that's exactly what it means. In fact, sometimes I would forget that that's what it means, and I have to ask, but by the way, what do those words mean? And he says, no, I'm just saying exactly what I'm saying, and I have to go back to people like, it's exactly what you said.
I don't need to explain anything. They understand.
And because they think, because I sing in an African languages, I'm an African person. They think I understand, but I don't speak Lingala. I'm not from the Congo.
It's the same as what is this language? They always think we all speak
Swahili.
They always think.
That I want to learn Swahili because it's actually quite. When I hear Swahili, there's a lot of words I get. You know,
there are words that are similar. There are some words there. Miriam Makeba could speak that. Huma Sekela could speak also Swahili. Who else do I know could speak that? Only those two.
I should check. Is Swahili on Duolingo? Maybe I should check.
I think it is there because some they think it would be the language of Africa. Should we have a language of Africa? But why?
Why? You know?
Why it can't be Lingala? Why it can't be Sotho?
But you see, now you're studying. Now, exactly. You see, we're never going to find one if we do like that. Because if you look, I think Swahili should be at least one off. Because like I say, I speak the Sotho languages. I speak Sepedi, Setswana. I understand Setswana, Sesotho, you know?
But if you know what
Bantu things. And I can hear some words are similar in Swahili, and I think that maybe there shouldn't be one. There can be a few, but for Southern Africa, I would choose Swahili.
Okay.
And then you have the Zulus who are going to say, why isn't it Zulu? I'm like, if we start going like that, we're never going to agree. We're never going to find one.
Then we should choose the biggest of them all.
Exactly. You know what makes me sad? Like, I was watching an interview of Lupita Nyong'o and Alec Weck. Two extremely beautiful black African women. They're having a conversation, they're having fun, and they're speaking in English. Just like we're doing now. Because you're Zulu.
Xhosa, actually.
You're Xhosa.
Yes.
I'm Mopedi. Mopedi with a Xhosa name, actually. But I don't speak Xhosa because my grandmother was Xhosa.
Really?
Yes, my grandmother from my father's side was Xhosa.
So
I never met her. She died before I was born.
Xhosa,
my father is half Xhosa, half Pedi.
Half Pedi also.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't grow up with my father.
Of course,
I told you, my mother was a single mother, and we grew up with my mother's family, who are Pedi.
Exactly. So you would,
But my name is Nondutuzelo.
Yeah. And Tutu is from Nondutuzelo.
Yes.
Why not such usual from the beginning? Can say if I but the introduction Martutu. But for you Nondutuzelo.
Nondutuzelo.
What's up?
Yes.
No, it's funny.
It's funny.
The reason I did it, the reason I didn't know that, like I told you, this podcast, I don't Google people. I know you. If I don't know you, I'll find out. Because that's the same thing as the people that are watching it to find out.
Yeah.
Sorry to continue there.
No, it's funny because when I was growing up with the Pedi people, you know how Pedi people, they can't speak Xhosa.
Or Zulu. I know.
Or in the other way around.
I stayed in Pretoria.
Okay,
man.
You stayed in Pretoria. That's why I'm like, how come you speak my language? Anyway, I used to write it wrong for the longest time. Without an H, non-tu. It has an H.
Yes, it.
But we used to write non-tu. So that's where the tutu comes from. You see?
Yeah.
Because they used to say non-tutuselo. Non-tutuselo. It's non-tutuza. It was only when I got to Cape Town that I heard my name spoken properly.
Properly there.
And written properly. And I went to check on my birth certificate. I was like, there's been an H all along. I didn't know.
Your mama knew.
Because my people are like, non-tutuselo.
And
I can hear my great-grandmother.
How does your mama call you?
Tutu.
Tutu also.
Yeah, I grew up at home as Tutu.
Yeah. Hey, my baby, man. Pretoria, man.
But talking about languages, I think
there's an actress. Sorry to cut. There's an actress from South Africa. She's gonna make a Pretoria movie.
Okay.
Her name is Lesego Motlana. She's a Tswana. Maybe you know if you heard about her. I'll show you. But I'm gonna put her face because I mentioned her in this. You'll know. She has done. I was with her in long time ago. She also was one of the products of Market Theatre. So is
okay.
But she has done a lot of things in South African television. She's a director also now.
Okay.
And I was talking to her, and she will be casting in Pretoria because you need now Pretorians for that. You need people from Pretoria now for that because it's going to be
Can
gassy.
you please ask her if I can audition?
Yeah, I can
audition online.
I have to ask first if she has money. So, but I will ask her, of course. Lesego, you are listening to this. We are talking about you here. I know you're going to watch this podcast. Here's Nontutuzelo. I love that Tutu Puoane is here, and you said you're going to do something in Pretoria. Please talk to her.
I would love to get a chance to it because I mean I always thought that I was going to be an actor as well when I was younger.
You had mentioned that actually when we talked in KVS when you were doing the play with the Junior Mtombeni, which was a good one. Oh, that was strong.
Yeah, right.
I love the part. Eita.
That came naturally, of course.
It's coming from you natural, and you're singing also Nkosi Sikelel there. Isn't Nkosi Sikelel there?
No.
What song was there?
Sing that.
No, what was there?
We particularly, the girls wanted so much to sing that song, but I was like,
no, that one you cannot in that sense. But you sang other popular South African stuff, no?
Yeah.
Because I remember I was singing along there, and the people who were sitting next to me were like, he's black, maybe should know that. And I become crazy when I hear South African stuff. I don't care who you are, where you come from. Who's singing that one? I want to see that one. But it was nice. No, I will tell her also to see what is the. But I will make sure, guys, you know each other because she's from Pretoria and she's been living in Johannesburg now. You know the transitioning when you wanna be like this in South Africa. Everybody goes to Johannesburg, but she's a lovely one. Yeah, and her husband is a closer man.
Okay.
But also I think he grew up Tswana, whatever, because he speaks Tswana. Anyways, your music. Let's come to your music because I don't want to waste much of your time. Your music, the past years, your career has been going well, I suppose, in a foreign country. I don't call it foreign. This is your home. You also collaborated. If I go back with our sister in South Africa with her poetry, and when I saw and I was listening, and then I started to think, oh my God, it should be good because she's good with her poetry. How did you come up with that collaboration?
That book changed my life.
Is a book from her poems?
Yeah, it's her book titled. We're speaking about Lebogang Mashile.
Exactly, I know. That's why I wanted you to say that.
Yes,
Sis Lebo.
Yes, Lebo is just a phenomenal person. You know, she.
Whole of her.
Yeah.
Because also what comes here.
I can just sit like this all day and just listen to that woman talk.
Sure, but what that one?
She does. But everything makes sense. Everything she says makes sense. She's no bullshitter, you know. She's extremely intelligent, and just the way she writes is so.
Hello, how are you, husband?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, sir. No, don't worry. They know you are here. We're sitting nicely in the house. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
She is just a phenomenal poet. And when I got hold of her book and I started reading her poems, I couldn't help but hear music. There was just, like her poems were like lyrics to me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I was envisioning music.
Yeah.
And Awat and I started to just take the poems and just sing and try not to what's the word I'm looking for? Try not to judge whatever came. I would just open on a random page, just put record on my phone, voice memo, and just start singing.
Sing those poems.
Yeah.
The way they're written, or you
yes, the way they're written.
Yes.
Just read the poem first and imagine music, and then just look at the poem as a lyric and just start singing a melody.
Yeah.
Whatever came, and I would record that.
And when we were doing that, you were by yourself before you even talked to her. Okay.
Yes. So that started happening, and then we would sit together, and I would give it to him. I would give him my rough vocal sketches, and he would listen to it, and he would figure it out on the piano what I was playing, and some of it made sense, and some of it was like, nah, scratch that, and he was like, no, let's not scratch it, let's keep it. And that's how we started writing. And sometimes he would take the book, he would open it, he would sit behind the piano, and he's not a singer, you know, but he's a very good composer, and he would, and I would hear that he's doing something, and then I would rush upstairs to the piano, and then I would look at what he was doing, and then we would start playing together. And some songs were sketched with the two of us together. We just put voice memo on the iPhone, and he starts playing whatever. I hear it, I go along with him, I take the book, and I start using the words as a lyric. And that's how we created the music together. And it was just, every time I paged in the book, there was just lyric after lyric after lyric after lyric after lyric. And just, the book is called In a Ribbon of Rhythm.
Do you have the book?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like, of course. There's the title says it all. The title of the book says it all. There's so much music in this. There's so much rhythm in these words. And we ended up writing 16 songs from the one book.
Can you find the book online?
No.
You can't find it online?
No, you can't find it anymore because it was published some 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the publishing company that brought it out doesn't even exist anymore. So Lebogang has the rights to her book right now. So, she just needs to find somebody to republish it. Because everywhere I go in Belgium, people tell me every time they want to get a hold of that book.
Can we take a photo of that when we are done? Because I'd love to put it there in that part exactly. It would be nice to show it. I don't know but
the version that I have though is a German version.
The cover we need.
It's a version, the German cover
also.
Version.
Yeah. Do you read German?
I don't read German. There is a German company that took the book and translated it into Germany. So the first page is the original English, and the next page is a German translation.
Okay. So you still have some English in it.
Yeah. Of course.
And then after you decided to call Lebo to
say, then
let's
we were busy doing this, and then I started to fear shit. I haven't asked permission for this. I mean, I have to tell her that I want to do this,
yes.
and hope she doesn't say no, because I keep hearing all this music in my head. So I got her number from somebody.
Yes.
And luckily she knew who I was.
Yes.
So when I called her, it was like two friends who hadn't spoken in so long. She was so generous, so friendly, so kind. And I invited her to a gig. She came to the gig. And
you performed it?
No, even at that time, I hadn't even had the book yet.
Okay.
I was finding stuff from the internet.
Yes.
And I told her about this, and that I want to do this with your words that I'm finding on the internet. When she came to the gig, she gave me this book. That was one of the few copies she had.
Yeah.
She gave me the book, and then that's when I started.
What did you think of the performance?
She liked it.
Yeah.
Everybody who comes to my show.
Yes. Are we coming? When are you performing again? Friday?
I'm performing Friday in Café de Zaar.
Where is it?
Here in Berchem.
Yeah.
It's a small, I don't perform in small places like that anymore. But my friend Bert Joris, great trumpet player, is curating the week. They are doing like a small mini jazz festival this week. They're starting tonight. Bert is playing it tonight. And I play on Thursday. Support your local jazz cafe. So
guys, are you coming?
I'm doing that with that thing in mind, to support because we need spaces.
What time is it?
It's at 9:00.
This Friday.
Thursday.
This Thursday.
Thursday, the 1st of May.
1st of May, yes. Dames en heren, jullie hebben dat gehoord. Een uitnodiging. Deze donderdag.
Ja.
En,
om 9 uur.
Om 9 uur 's avonds.
Ja.
En zoek maar een babysitter als je kinderen hebt. We zullen wachten op u, hè?
Ja.
Nee, maar dat is goed. Ik hoop dat mensen kunnen komen en they will come.
Jouw Nederlands is heel goed.
Ja, ik ben goed bezig.
Je bent goed bezig. Amai. Wauw.
Jullie hebben dat gehoord.
Hoe lang word jij in België?
Al lang genoeg in de Vlaanders om dat te oefenen.
Ja.
Maar not longer than you. So you go over 20, I'm still under that. So I'm going, I'm still, no. But I think it's a matter of, as an actor, you can't be, yes. So it started there that I remember somewhere 2010, 2012, things started to be a little bit 2011, 2012. Too much shows and you need Dutch television, Dutch, this and that. You can't get anything. Yeah. And then I'll get most of roles in the Netherlands. I've done a lot of film work in the Netherlands more than here because they would cast a lot of us at the times. And then here on stage it was the same thing. You get cast, but then can push, Dutch. I remember all my money went to the teachers. I made a monologue. I had to do it all completely in Dutch. That was the switch at the time, and I was called a nationalist. That was when the Times also, Bart de Wever became the burgemeester of Antwerp and whatever. And because they called me a nationalist because in the play that I did, which I understand their confusion, which they shouldn't, I talk about the South African tribes. But I cannot talk about the South African tribes without starting with mine.
Of course.
So I start off who I am before I start. And then from that, they started to think I was a nationalist, only looking at, like then it was like the Flanders with the current burgemeester.
They are the most nationalist people ever.
Exactly. But not everybody, but a lot of people, they were like, man, this, I was really? I don't think so. Because it was more about the government of South Africa and how do we see this. But to make people understand first, they should know who we are.
Of course.
Because when they see, if you are black, you are just black, you should all be the same. But they should understand, because if now you have people that you call nationalists here, I ask myself, number one, why the country is separated. I did ask in the play. With Flanders, with Wallonia, with all this.
And the German part.
And I just live in South Africa, and with everybody, we are black and white, whatever. Of course, we know our provinces are separated because of our tribes and how they wanted to excel in their segregation at the time. But that's not the part of this now. But when I explained this, some journalists, they did understand, but some people, they didn't understand. So, yeah, I'm not a nationalist. Tutu man, is your song, is your music more into, I know you, your style or your words or the way you compose music, is it something that goes back to your roots, like respecting your culture, your traditions, or is it something that, of course it is unique, music, it combines us all. But when you think in that process of creation, what comes to your mind first? What is it to you? Like, if I may go to South African musicians, I'll talk of, for instance, if you go back to the Mahlatin and the Mahotela Queens, the music we grew up, it was that our music.
Yeah.
And you come to PJ Powers, if you still remember PJ Powers, she was white, but she was a black to me. Because, no, but it's true. It's like Paul Simon, no, not Paul Simon, the other South African
Johnny
one.
Clegg.
Johnny Clegg.
Yes.
It was the same, they were black. So you... take me that process. Why I'm asking this? Continue. Yes.
My initial thing, from a younger age, I just wanted to be a jazz singer.
Who inspired you at the time?
Jazz music. I was inspired by Natalie Cole. That's funny, right? Because she was not really seen as a jazz singer. She was a pop singer. And I loved her as a pop singer. And then she came up with that album Unforgettable, where she features her father, Nat King Cole, who had died many years ago, but using technology, she was able to sing with her father. And that album, Unforgettable, still is one of my most favorite albums ever. And I was young, I was around 12. I didn't know that this is all jazz standards. I didn't know that that whole album is American standards. And that's how I started to learn American standard repertoire. And I just loved it. I loved the improvising. I loved the horns coming in and improvising. I loved the big band sound of it. I just fell in love with it. And I knew that I want to be a jazz singer. I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to be a jazz singer.
Come on, we're the generation of Kwaito. You didn't choose Kwaito.
I'm not a generation of Kwaito.
Choose a jazz.
I am not a generation of Kwaito. Am I?
You started in 94.
I guess I am.
The Abomandos, everybody, they're the same age as us. And that was coming at the time.
That's true. Shit, I thought I was older.
They were just a little bit older, but you would have done.
They are actually older than me, actually.
Who?
Bo Oscar.
Yeah, Bo Oscar, Libom Du. Those ones are beaten before, but Bo Mendoza, the rest is same age.
No, I love the sound of jazz, and I grew up in Pretoria. Pretoria is jazz.
Jazz.
Pretoria is jazz.
Man.
I grew up in between Mamelodi and Atteridgeville. I was born in Atteridgeville, but then I grew up in Mamelodi.
Beautiful ones.
And you heard jazz go Paley all the time. My uncles, they played jazz all the time.
Yeah.
So I couldn't escape it, you know. Go mums, you heard it. Especially go Atteridgeville though. You heard jazz all the time.
But I think life in Atteridgeville is maybe as a child maybe it was better than in Mamelodi. I don't know. They're both a little bit different.
Bit, I guess. I don't know. As a kid, if I saw any difference, to me, I grew up in between the two places, so it was the same for me.
And I guess you were going by train because there's a train from there.
We were going by car. My mother had a car, darling.
Oh, Wafet, you see, we are not all poor in South Africa during times of apartheid. Some were making it.
I don't have a memory of traveling by train with my mom when I was a kid.
Oh, I used to take those trains a lot.
Yeah.
To Atteridgeville, I take a train to Soshanguve and take a train to Mamelodi. And the thing is, because it's like if you go to Rangua, the Medunsa is there, and you have Pretoria Tech at the times there. Everybody every time. It's so full every time. And if students come from Johannesburg, you take that train. It will take you about an hour, 20 minutes, whatever. You arrive in Pretoria, and then you have to connect.
Took the train. Never.
It was a nice life though to meet people in the train. But,
I'm sure.
My faith will nearly spoiled one. Some of you know it, but anyway, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I love this jazz music. I knew I wanted to be a jazz singer, so and that's what I did. And I also came from a family where after after high school, everybody goes to university.
You can't just stay home and do nothing.
You can't just stay and do nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So I found this Academy of Music in Johannesburg. It used to be called FUBA.
Yeah, I know that
the Federated Union of Black Artists.
But it's not there anymore.
I don't think it's there anymore. I haven't heard of it. I don't think it's there anymore. So I went to FUBA for 1 year just to get a grasp on like theory and stuff. And one of the teachers from FUBA was a graduate of the UCT Music College. And it's Jeff Mapaya, Bra Jeff.
Advised you.
So it was, Jeff came to my house to speak to my mother. To ask my mom if I can accompany the guys who were going to audition. I was not going to audition. I went to accompany the guy because we were in an ensemble. We were a band.
Yes.
And I was the singer of that band. So the band was auditioning. I wasn't. So I went with them. Jeff came to my house, asked my mom if I can go. That was the one time I took the train.
Finally!
One time I took the train. I went with the guys. They were older than me. They were like my big brothers. They were really protective over me, you know? So I was safe. So I went with these bunch of guys with the train, 24-hour train, down to Cape Town. And I auditioned.
But that's a different train. Come on, don't cheat, man. That's a comfortable train. We talk about the local ones. It's like a Wagakau train. No?
I know. So and I played with them at the audition, and they had already did their application forms. They already paid for whatever for themselves, not for me, for themselves.
Okay.
And I went and I sang with them. And afterwards, Professor Mike Campbell said, I don't see your applications. What's going on? Why is your name is not even on the list?
That's how good you were.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's how good you were.
No, I'm not auditioning. And he was like, take these papers, go fill them, send them back. You're coming here.
That mentality of I'm not here, I'm not doing that.
That's how I got into UCT. I didn't go there to audition. That's how I got in.
But of course, your secondary school results also approve that she can be here.
So I took the papers and I went home and I was like, Ma, this professor gave me these papers, said we must sign them and I must come back next year.
And today you are sitting here.
It's funny. I haven't told that story in a long time. Now it makes me think that it wasn't actually my decision to go to UCT, you know?
The guy you're talking about, the professor, was white?
Jeff Mapaya was a black man.
Mapaya, yes, that's a black man.
But Mike Campbell is white.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
No.
Sometimes it's not about color.
No, it's
not.
Like
you said, remember the beginning you said you were just generalizing, but not everybody is white or black.
Exactly.
So that's exactly that story now, the moral of the story.
No, man, Mike Campbell was dad. Mike Campbell was cool. Campbell was cool as F. He was awesome. He still is, I'm sure.
Did you still? Oh, you haven't answered us. I asked you a question. You still haven't come to the question. Your music.
Yes.
Is it cultural? Is it traditional? Is it the composition?
Yeah, I was trying to answer that question and then I
I'm not gonna forget. That's
why
I'm here.
Went all over the place.
That's why I'm not a star. I stay here and ask questions.
So as I say, my wanting to be a jazz singer, so my music comes from that. My music is its base is jazz music. You know,
I can sing jazz music. I can sing about my ancestors. I can sing about anything else in the world.
Yeah.
What you sing about?
I'm trying to get there. Okay. Yes, that the base of the music, the foundation of the music, you can say, it's jazz. But the more I started to compose, and like I told you, like sometimes I force myself to think in my own language. When I want to write a lyric in Sepedi, I mean, that's what I started to do. I started to think, there's some things. I wrote a song called I wrote a lyric called Mangakan, which is my mother's name, my mother's African name. And I wanted to compose a song about my mother. And there were phrases I wanted to say that you just cannot translate.
Exactly.
You see? Mosadi o tshwere thipa ka bogaleng. You can't translate that. It just sounds so whack.
How would you sing it?
Exactly. You see? So when I want to do that, when I want to say things like that in my mother tongue, that's when I started to incorporate my mother tongue into this music, which foundation is jazz. So because I sing in Sepedi, do you want to call it African music? But you can take that music and you can put it at any jazz festival in the world. You know? So that's where the ambiguousness of my music comes.
You know why I asked that question? I'll take you back, then you understand also deeper. You remember in South Africa during the times of apartheid, most of the musicians, their lyrics was to fight against segregation.
Exactly.
That's why I'm taking you back. So it was not about language, because they were forced to sing in English so that the white people can understand. Otherwise, some of them, there's also an interview of that Hot Sticks Mabuse with King David in his podcast. David is David Mashabela from Metro FM.
Okay.
He talks about all of these things, and it is true, because Brenda Fassie, I remember a long time ago, I forgot now what interview, and he was telling like, hey, I'm this kid, I never went to school, and there's a lot of English I had to learn for my songs, because at the times we were not allowed, because they wanted to know what we were singing about. Yes. And some of them, they pushed and they would make their protest a little bit lighter, but we would get the message.
Right.
Yes. So that's why I ask you, if your songs, when you write, what is the main objective?
When I write a lyric, I need to have a topic.
Yes.
You know, like I say, I've written a song for Mpho. It was about our daughter Mpho. And I have a song called Mutsumi. It was about our son, Mutsumi. And I have a song for my mother, so there's always a topic.
There's always a topic, yes.
But I'm not an activist, I don't think I want to write music to change the world. No,
yes.
I write music, I make music because I love music. Because it makes me happy.
Yes.
And if it makes me feel something, I know it's gonna make somebody else feel something.
Yes.
And that's why I put it out there. That's why I share it.
Okay.
That's
the same as me actually.
Yeah.
If I'm doing plays or whatever I'm doing, I always write about what I think of, what makes me feel good, whatever the case is. I feel you there. Do you know there's a woman in Portugal? Is a very good fan of you. She's a musician herself. Her name is...
fan of me?
Yes, her name is Isabella. I'll show you after this. I asked her to contact you, and she loved the music. And there was one time she came back to me and said, oh, I know, I love her music. She's also jazz, if it's a jazz or
She's a black woman, right?
She's a black woman, always with an afro.
With a big, yeah.
She's from Mozambique.
Yeah, didn't I meet her once?
Maybe you did, I don't know. I should, but I thought I wouldn't just finish this interview without mentioning her, because she's a fan of you.
I met her once.
Yes.
I can't remember where, but I think I met her once, and I think we met and we kind of followed each other.
It's either in Soweto?
No. I met her here.
Okay, because she was here to perform. Last year, I think.
Is she based in Belgium?
No. She lives there because she had the same as you. She got a scholarship, but because they speak Portuguese, so it was Portugal. And then she's working now there. But she also started her career trying to mix up in South Africa. She met some of the artists there.
Okay.
So yes, she said to me, "Oh, I love her music." And
awesome. I should check her out. And I never checked her music. I think we might follow each other on Instagram.
Probably now you do. I don't know, but check. But I know she follows you because she really asked. I sent her your full names. People said, I want to follow her, I love her music. And
cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
So I think
awesome.
I'll have that message of her saying, I love your music. I'm going to show you this podcast. Sorry, Isabel, but it's a beautiful one. I have to put it here.
Yeah.
I also want to talk to her, but she's far. So we'll see how to do that.
Take the family on a vacation to Portugal. And
I was thinking the same. We just fly there, then we can have that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I love that it's your own stories that you are telling with your own music, and they move us. We understand it. The Belgian artists you work with, the Bards. Any other artists you work with here?
Well, yeah. I mean, my band is
course, it's
Flemish.
Yes, it's Flemish.
Except one Dutch guy. My bass player is just the best bass player around.
Yeah.
His name is Clemens van der Ven. And I work with the Brussels Jazz Orchestra.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
You know, when I saw you with the Winnie thing, I thought you and Juna were gonna compose some nice music.
Well,
sorry, Junior.
No, we didn't.
Maybe in the future, who knows?
Who knows? He's a nice percussion player, Junior.
Oh yeah,
Very
that one is crazy, man. Yeah, I remember in Soweto he once played in Ipileching, at the center there, and people were looking at this white man playing a djembe because we didn't. And then he brought his things there. Oh man, and he was using his elbows and things and doing things, and people were looking like, oh yeah, this one is really South African. You know, we want to have that thing like he's our own. We own him.
Yeah.
But man, I know we've been talking for too long. Before we come to the at the end. We talked about you coming here. We talked about your family. You talked about Pretoria. You talked about the people you work with, your career here, which we didn't go deeper in it, and the shows that are still coming that we should know about, and hopefully you can share those with us in the future so that we can keep on pushing, because the idea is to try and enlarge this network so that when you perform some, you can just hit us something, then I can also put it on my side so that we can get this. And I just hope that your music, when you are on stage, that we as Belgians, black, white, blue, purple, whatever color we are, that we can follow and come and support you. That's because that is very important. We don't see a lot of you. When I say a lot of you, that's what you said at the beginning. A lot of us. We don't see a lot of you. Why can't we enjoy you being there? Belgians, they do know you. I know you. When I ask about you, people, they know you. So that's already a good thing. They love your music. And myself, I'm a jazz guy. And me, I'm one of those. I start from the Eddie Harris, from back number one up on the blues, all of them. My uncle used to be like one of those, you know, those who wear those black and white Crockett and Jones, and they would stay there and they do the Patsula thing. But first, no, boy, you should first listen to jazz music. Tutu, we've been here for too long. You've been here longer than me. You've seen the changes. You said it yourself in the streets, wherever. They are not enough, I would say. I don't know what is enough. But is there anything that you think from today onwards we can do to make sure that it improves or it becomes better? It's either artistically or whatever in that space, or just generally as people. Because at the end of the day, we need to live together.
You know, I think the only thing that people can do is just change their perception of people who don't look like them. Let's just be kinder to each other, you know. I'm not sure if this answers your question, because it's a tricky one. What's your question? Is there anything we can do?
The idea of the podcast is
to make things better. You ask.
We have to take action, even if it's a small. The action I'm talking about is
action.
What can we do better?
For what? Action against what? For what or against?
It's against. I wouldn't say against, but the action is, what can we do to make sure that DI, I'm putting that as DI, right? That it stays and that we see the need for it, how important that it is, and how can, there are improvements, you mentioned that yourself. We see a little bit of change. But can we maintain it? Can we move forward? Should we say we want to move forward? Are there any things or any advice, suggestions?
I think, look, we are not the gatekeepers. You know? We are not the gatekeepers. We are not the ones who are excluding people or whatever it might be. It's not us. I think the people that need to have the answers to that are the people in the seats, the people who control the seats, the people who are in power, so to speak. You know, it's the executive of whatever company that hires people. They are not. It's not us. You know, it's for them to be kinder. It's for them to treat people as people and not treat people as, oh, the Muslim guy, oh, the black guy, you know, or the Chinese, but just treat people, as you would treat your fellow brother and your fellow mother and father and sister, you know. So it's not us, it's not our job. These questions, how can we improve? We are not the ones making people's lives difficult.
I know, but this is for everybody. The whole country.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It is the politicians who decide to give a musician from South Africa a visa to come play here or not. You know? They are the ones that must be kind and human and not treat us like, I don't know. So I don't have the answer for how can we maintain it, how can we, I don't know. It
works the way it is for you. You are fine with how things are now.
Well, no.
so
I mean, there are certain things that I would love, you know. I mean, certain things that are close to my heart, like I just mentioned it, like a musician coming to play here, coming to share something really special that connects people, and they can't come because somebody decided not to grant them a visa. And
they can go without a visa in our
and they
countries.
can come into our countries willy-nilly, and a great somebody who has not hurt anybody, who hasn't committed any crimes in their country or anywhere, who are just a beautiful musician and they want to share their talents with people, and they can come because of a freaking paper, because of a stamp in their book, you know. So how can we change that? We need to change those things. Those things must. The people who are in charge of those things, those are the ones that need to sit at the table and tell us how it can be changed.
Yeah. It's funny because I said that I was talking to Hans Zinzen. I don't know if you know Hans Zinzen, but he's a poet and a journalist. He was good friends. He's good friends with Junior, and his father was good friends with Junior's father. That's how they met as kids. He said the same thing as you, actually. That, of course, the people in power. And I remember telling him, saying that, what if we as Africans say a European that goes to work in our countries, they should at least know one of our indigenous languages? Because if you speak English, you go and get a job there. You speak Flemish, Afrikaans, you will go on. But we as Africans, I'm talking about South Africa now. I'm not going to generalize of Africa as a whole. I cannot work with my language. If I apply for a job in South Africa, I have to speak English or Afrikaans, depending what job I'm applying for. It's been there. The corporate world is now like that. It's English everywhere. But is it fair for Africans that they cannot get the same? It will never change, maybe, I don't know, but I'm just saying. So what you are saying is it's true. Before we conclude, we're seeing your show this Thursday. We are seeing a show this Thursday.
Yeah.
And the next.
In fact, this Thursday in the afternoon.
Yes.
I'm in the Lotto Arena with Bart.
Bart.
And then in the evening, I play my own show in the Café des Arts.
Because this one, it's about your show. I want you to tell them.
Yeah.
To come to your show. That's why I'm leaving you now. If you want this one, you can really look in the camera. And then you're saying this Thursday, we are...
Dames en heren, deze donderdag, 1 May. That is an... It's a vacation, huh? It's a holiday.
Yes, it's a free day, yes.
Dus jullie... Feestdagen. Jullie zijn allemaal welkom op Café des Arts in Berchem om 9 uur.
Yes.
I'll be there with Wrapped in Rhythm.
En Bardeweven? Nee. Shall we cut that part or keep it there? I think we should keep that on there. Bardeweven. Met Bart komt ook, hè?
Met Bart Peters. We spelen in de Lotto Arena. I think is dat 1 uur of 2 uur en half? I think it's 2:30 in the Lotto Arena on Thursday afternoon.
On Thursday, I think
I
should come and see one of those performances. I will let you know, but I should come and see one of those performances. Tutu, man, I must say thank you for letting me come to your house and that we can do this.
Cool.
And I hope it's not the first and the last, because I would love to follow your career. Okay. And should you have, for instance, things whereby you feel like I want to document this, whatever it is, just let me know.
Okay.
Should you in the future want to make a documentary of your whatever is happening here, because I don't have money to go around everywhere with you to film you.
Yeah.
Call me. I will be gladly doing that, because the idea, I want to do documentaries, podcasting, and all films, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But I want to thank you for letting us to be the part of your journey. And I hope that everyone home did enjoy that, and that they're going to come to your show. One last word of advice before we go, or something you want to say to our listeners?
Be kind. When you step out of your door, be kind, because you're going to get kindness back.
That was it.